Hey, what's up? It's Connor. So we are roughly halfway through the year already and we're pretty close to summertime. So I figured why not share with you guys my everyday carry, as I've been trying to keep it as slim, as minimal, and as essential as possible. So yeah, here is my 2024 tech everyday carry. First item up is what's gonna actually be carrying everything, and this is my sling bag, and it's from tomtoc, and it's the tomtoc XU custom sling bag. It gets its name from the ability to customize this on the website, so you can choose this like top color here, this bottom panel cover on the back, as well as on the inside of the bag, as well as the strap type and the buckle. And you can even go ahead and add some personalized text on this little side piece right here. I just went ahead and added my initials because I guess I'm kind of boring like that, but yeah, a lot of cool ways that you can customize this. But the bag itself is actually a very high quality bag as well, featuring this corduroy nylon material on both the inside as well as the outside. We have YKK zippers, which also helps make this water resistant. So if you happen to get caught in any rain, you don't have to worry about getting your stuff wet or ruined. For storage, we got a lot of room with 3 pockets, featuring this mini one up at the front, which is great for like your car keys or wallet or any sort of little knickknacks that you want to bring with you. And then there's also 2 little pockets on the inside of this for organization. We have the main compartment, which is 4 liters deep and has a divider so that you can fit things like an iPad mini, a Nintendo Switch, a Kindle, power bank, or even a notebook. And on the other side of the divider, we have these 2 little mesh pockets. And this is great for storing things like chargers, cables, a USB drive, or really any other little accessories that you don't want moving around. Lastly, we have the pocket on the back being 4 liters deep as well, and this is great for putting things like your phone or anything you just want to keep separate from the rest of the bag, but you also want quick access to. I've been using bags from tomtoc for the last year or so, and I've really been enjoying the quality as well as the durability. It just makes some really great bags, and this one is no exception. So if you want to check one of these out, maybe customize one for yourself, I will leave a link to this in the description down below. The first piece of tech that I always make sure to have with me is my iPad mini. Now, I absolutely love the iPad mini. This is like my favorite Apple device, let alone iPads. And this thing is just so small, it's compact, it's versatile. And I have it paired with the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. And these 2 things together honestly create like the dynamic duo here. Like being able to note take, sketch, draw, and do whatever basically anywhere and everywhere is just so convenient. What I've mainly been using this for lately is actually just for editing photos, as I've been trying to get back into photography more. It's been really nice to quickly offload the photos directly onto the mini and just start editing them basically minutes after shooting. And with the A15 Bionic on the inside, it is powerful enough to do some pretty serious edits, and the screen is good enough for outdoor use. I've also been using this as like a giant iPhone, as I don't actually carry one with me anymore, but just doing little things like multitasking, emailing, typing, basically any like iPhone things. I've actually enjoyed it a lot more on the iPad mini. So what is the smartphone of choice? Well, if you caught any of my earlier videos this year, then you already know that I'm testing the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and well, it's still here. Now, I've been an iPhone user for basically my entire life, so switching over to the S24 Ultra was definitely not easy. It was very complicated. There were a lot of problems, but I finally got everything ironed out. Everything's kind of working the way I needed to, and honestly, this has very quickly become one of my favorite smartphones. I really like the design of this thing, especially with the new titanium finish, and I've been absolutely loving the cameras on here, as we have the 200 megapixel main sensor and also that 50 megapixel 5x telephoto lens, and photos on this thing just look absolutely incredible. I've also just been loving the display, as I think this might be one of the best displays I've ever even looked at, and it's overall just been a really solid phone, and I've really come to enjoy Android, and actually a lot more than I thought. Getting into the MagSafe accessories, I carry 3 with me, and all 3 of these are from Moft. Starting off with the wallet, this has been my go-to for many years now. You can fit up to 4 cards pretty easily, and what sets this apart is the ability to transform into a stand both vertically and horizontally. You also got this snap battery pack, which provides a 1-ish full charge to my S24 Ultra when it's dead, so super convenient, especially for the size. And I also love how it's made out of their MOFT vegan leather. And lastly, we have the snap float tripod stand, and with a single snap, this instantly extends into a floating tripod. So this mini phone tripod brings the convenience of shooting on my iPhone or S24 Ultra to another level. The snap tripod stand offers 3 main modes, including a floating mode, vlogging mode, and a stand mode. And when you are at a family function and you gotta take a group photo, believe me, you truly become the hero with this thing. Like, you set this up, you get your phone ready, put it on a timer, whatever, get that photo, everyone ends up loving you for it. So definitely an indispensable tool, not just for like my everyday carry, but also my camera arsenal. Now, to kind of stay on topic of cameras, I do carry a camera with me, and this is the Sony ZV-E10. And this is actually what I used to use to film all of my YouTube videos and Instagram and stuff. It's really nothing too crazy in terms of specs. I mean, we have a 24 megapixel sensor. You can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second, which is downsampled from 6K. You can also even shoot in S-Log3, but it is only 8-bit. Although this could be a great B cam or something, especially considering the size, the whole idea behind carrying a camera for me is that I've been in this kind of like weird mindset, almost like a rut, where every time I pick up a camera, it needs to have a purpose, and mainly for content. So I've kind of been losing like that fun, excitement, and joy of actually just using a camera. So having this on me has really allowed me to kind of bring my creativity back to life, and it's also allowed me to just kind of be more free with how I use my camera. So with all the main big stuff out of the way, I thought I'd just quickly fire off the remaining accessories, all the little like knickknacks I carry with me. And we'll start off with my external SSD. This is the Samsung T7. This is just great for backing up files and having some extra storage. Then we got my charger. This is from Ugreen. I absolutely love Ugreen chargers, and this thing is just so cool. It looks like a little robot. It's got a screen on the front, so when you plug something in and it starts charging, the screen kind of changes. It shows like a little face. I love that. It's just super cool, and 30 watts is perfect for charging all of my accessories. And then of course the charge cable, which is actually a Thunderbolt 4 cable, and this is perfect for doing any sort of data transfer as well as charging. So if I have to offload any photos from my camera to my iPad, this really comes in handy. And of course it can like charge all my devices because it is USB-C. Then of course the one accessory that goes into every single bag is the Apple AirTag, and I mean, what more can I really say? It's super convenient, functional. You find things when they're lost. You got the E1 chip, you got the Find My network. It's the Apple AirTag. And then the last thing in my bag is a microfiber cloth, and this is just really useful for keeping my screens clean as well as my camera lens clean. And yeah, it's just super convenient to have. And lastly, I have the Apple Watch Ultra on me at all times. This is the 1st gen, and this has kind of been like my secret into keeping myself within the Apple ecosystem without actually having to carry my iPhone on me, as there's still apps and services that I rely on like every day, and this kind of allows me to do everything I need to within the Apple ecosystem. Using like my to-do list app, Things 3, so adding things, checking things off, using like Find My or the Voice Memos app, or using the HomeKit app because I use HomeKit for all my smart home stuff. This has basically just allowed me to maintain all of that, and the way that works is I just hotspot from my S24 Ultra to the Apple Watch, which I gotta say, I don't know if it's the S24 Ultra, I don't know if it's Android. The hotspot capabilities, insane. Like the speed, the service, I've never seen anything like that, especially like compared to the iPhone. So again, I don't know what it is, but definitely appreciate it. But yeah, I just hotspot this watch, and this is what it basically allows me to like maintain my Apple ecosystem. Other than being like a mini iPhone for me, I've just really enjoyed the Apple Watch Ultra. The battery life has been insane. I love the screen size, brightness, and everything. And I've also really been enjoying the action button. So like, you know, since I'm not carrying an iPhone, the action button has actually been extremely useful for me. Anyways, that is gonna wrap it up for my tech everyday carry for 2024. As you guys can probably already tell, I don't really carry anything too crazy. I keep it pretty minimal, pretty light, and also just really down to the essentials. But I'm interested to know what you have on you and what you carry, because I know some of you guys can carry some like pretty crazy stuff, some pretty interesting things, and I absolutely just love EDC stuff. So let me know what you guys have in your carry. And if you guys like this video, make sure you have a like and share it to a friend. If you like Apple, tech, or desk setup related content, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, peace.